Well, hey there, everybody, and welcome on back to my channel. I'm Spiral, and you know what? I know last episode I asked if you guys wanted me to do like a cover for the creeper farm, or if I should work on some stuff more around home, around the base, work on some animal farms or something. And I've realized in order to work on the creeper farm, I'll have to work on the animal farms. So I'm just going to kind of combine them all and do the same thing. I will not be, of course, working on all of the animal farms all in one go. I'm just going to make the sheep farm because I need wool. And so I'm just going to make an automatic sheep farm or an automatic wool farm. And it's going to go right up there where our sheep currently are. And then I'm going to use the wool from the sheep farm to make the creeper farm cover. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the sheep farm. And I think it'll turn out really cute. So I'm excited to show it to you guys. Alrighty guys, so we're going to do this time lapse a little bit different than we have in the past. I got some really great constructive feedback on the last video, so I'm going to try to implement that feedback in this video, in this time lapse. So what you can see me doing now is doing some terraforming, and I was literally just trying to smooth out that slope back there and make it look more intentional before I jumped into working on this wall. And I did the wall this early because I really wanted to let those sheep go so that I can work around the sheep and kind of have them out and about while I was working on it. Did not realize that they would immediately escape as soon as I let them out. And you know what? I did not notice. Whoops. So once I released the sheep, I finished doing some terraforming there, and I added this little water feature, which I think came out really cute. It's just supposed to be like a tiny watering hole for, like when animals are out in a pasture or they're out grazing, they need somewhere to have access to water. And that's all this is supposed to be, is just access to drinking water. So after that, I finished clearing out that area right there, and I flattened the edge of that cliff so that I could add the hobbit hole in a minute. And before then, I added this cute little path, and I think Podzol and coarse dirt just like make a beautiful path. I think they're really helpful for that like kind of messy rustic aesthetic. So I started working on the hobbit hole, and then left it at. You'll see why in a minute. But then I started doing the, bringing nature into this area, like really trying to like liven it up, because a lot of the area right now is really bland. So what I did was I added, the low flowers, like the pink and the yellow flowers. I added little bushes and the firefly bushes especially, and I kind of sprinkled that everywhere. Then I came back over here and finished the hobbit hole, and I added this cute little like light source. I think it came out really adorable. And then in the back I added some wheat and made it like kind of like a grazing area for the sheep. Alright, so here is the completed sheep pen. I think it's super cute. So let's just take a quick peeky poo around. So I have to go get the sheep. They've escaped. You saw in the time lapse. They all escaped, and I have to go get them. And I'm silly. But so this is the sheep pen, and I mean it's a little bit busy, but I think it's really cute. I really like how this came out, and at night the way the firefly bushes, it's chef's kiss. It's so good. And over here is like the shepherd's house, and obviously there's nothing in here. You didn't see me build anything in there in the time lapse. There's nothing in there. I am planning on doing an interior like how I did for the librarians over there. So there will be a very small, very modest interior. There's not a whole lot of room, obviously, right there for a lot of things, so it'll be like a modest little like shepherd's hut. And then and down below it here I'll have the wool farm, so it's all kind of coming together. Hey guys, this is Editing Spiral here. So I just wanted to apologize because I don't know what happened. I had the time-lapse recording for the interior of this build completely done, and then every time I tried to export it, it would crash my computer. So it's just not happening. I tried like 3 or 4 times, and it took like an hour each before it crashed each time. So you're not getting it. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong. I'm sure it's something I've done, but I have no idea what it is. Anyway, so I'm just gonna show you guys the interior this way instead of doing a time lapse, because it's just this is the only way it's gonna work. Go check it out. Excuse me, sheep. So obviously this is the excuse me, sheep. So obviously this is the exterior. You saw this in the initial time lapse. There's nothing different here. But we go inside and we have this cute little, you know, shepherd's area. And maybe I'll add onto it later. I think I might take this area out and add like a little chimney or something. I'm not sure. But I did actually have a villager in here at one point. It was you know, a loom villager. What is that called? A shepherd. And I was downstairs working on the wool farm, and when I came back up, he was dead, and the door was gone. So I think he got. Anyway, his problem, not mine. So we come down here, and the trapdoors to keep the villager that will eventually be in there up there. And we come in here and we have the wool farm, and it's, you know, it's as efficient as any wool farm can be. It's not, I mean, this is what, like five hours of AFK, and I mean that's just, I mean that's pretty abysmal rates. But I mean wool farms aren't fast, but that's how it works. You see it right there. So the sheep obviously eat the grass on the ground. There's an observer facing in towards that block. It detects when the grass changes. It's powered by this. It sends out a dispenser that shoots, you know, shears at the sheep, I guess. And then there's a hopper minecart underneath there that picks it up and then shunts it forward a couple of hoppers into the chest here. And that's how every single one of these is set up. And so it's pretty basic. It's a really basic wool farm. But we do have all of the colors here. We have the gradient from white to black. We have brown, which is always a little... I always feel bad for brown. I never know where to put him in the rainbow. And then we have the rainbow. We have the red, orange, yellow. We have the greens, the blues, the purples, the pinks. And yeah, it's cute. So yeah, that's just the whole thing, and it's the same exact on either side, and it's just a really super duper basic underground wool farm. I thought I originally put it down far enough where you wouldn't be able to hear the sheep and everything all the time, or if you could, you'd like maybe it would get covered up by the sheep. And for the most part, I think it works. But if you're over here, yeah, you can hear them really loudly, and you can even hear when the snippers go and, you know, shear the wool. So yeah, that's the little wool farm. It's not much, but it works. Alright guys, I've been AFK for like 5 hours. I'm ready to go build a balloon. Alrighty guys, so I really don't have too much to say about this time lapse. It's a hot air balloon that covers up a creeper farm in the sky. What do you have to say about that? I guess, well, I went with a rainbow design for it. Originally I was going to try to do a Progress Pride flag kind of design, you know, with like the black and white stripes and the trans flag colors. It just, no way I put it in did it look good. So I'm just, you know, went with your standard, you know, cute rainbow hot air balloon that is charming and very bright. So I did this kind of in 2 chunks. I did the cap up there at the top, and then I came back down to the bottom to work on the basket. And guys, the basket gave me such a hard time that I had not anticipated, and I was losing my mind. You see those dark oak kind of planks right there? They do eventually get changed out for spruce, but I just lost my mind while building it, apparently. The obsidian is there to keep the creepers in case they explode in there from destroying all of my hard work. And then I just kind of built the rest of the basket. I did reference hot air balloons quite a bit when I was building this in my creative world. Which, I mean, I've always thought hot air balloons were so cool. And I've always really liked them. So it was just fun to look at them in general. But, I mean, from here, I really don't have too much more to say about it. So I'm gonna shut up, and I am going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this time lapse with some pleasant music. So have fun. All right, and you know what? Since we spent all of that time working on everything just to get this built, let's do a little fly around. All right, and that's going to be it for today, guys. I know it's a shorter episode, but it's, it's the end of the semester and I'm I've been overwhelmed. So this was what I was able to get out, and honestly, I feel like I did a lot considering how busy I've been. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know I sure did, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye. Okay.